Hey Board Game Maniacs, Maniac Rob here to bring you yet another battle report in Castle Ravenloft Into the Dungeon. Now, if you're following this series, we did Wrath of a Shadowlon. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to see this, then skip ahead. We had to play Wrath of a Shadowlon 3 times before I successfully escaped from the dungeon on the solo mission. Now, we are playing Castle Ravenloft. This is my second attempt now on playing the solo mission to try to escape the dungeon again. The first time I played it, it got down right to the nitty gritty, just to the very last few tiles. And I lost. And I lost over a technicality because I forgot to do something. So I made a rules mistake at the very end and I lost because of it. And that hurt so much. Oh, because I put so much into it to try to escape from that dungeon from Castle Ravenloft. But sadly enough, I failed. So this is attempt 2 at Castle Ravenloft, a solo mission. Hopefully this time I will be able to escape the dungeon before the sun sets and the vampire king comes out and attacks me, because I don't want to get attacked. I don't want to get turned into a familiar, or I don't want to get drained of all blood. Even though turning into a vampire I think would be kind of cool. In some ways it has its positives, and a lot of ways it has its negatives. In any case, have a seat and watch the second attempt to try to escape the dungeon in Castle Ravenloft by Wizards of the Coast. Alrighty then, Board Game Maniacs. This is our second attempt at Castle Ravenloft. It's the Dungeons & Dragons Adventure game board system from Wizards of the Coast. Now, again, this is the second attempt. I already tried it once, and as you will see, I failed miserably, all because of rules error that I forgot about. I have all my monsters set up. Everything is all ready to go. I got the hiccups. Holy crap. And I got my treasure cards all flipped over, all my power cards. I'm not going to go over in detail what all these power cards are and everything, because I went in detail in the first video. If you want to know what cards I've used for my at-will, my daily power, and my utility power, just go to the first video and you'll see. Also, this scenario, just to sum it up, is I have to escape the Castle Ravenloft dungeon before the vampire Count Strad von Zarovich will come back to the castle and try to attack me. And I have the sun tracker here, you can see. So once this gets down to the 5th one, he's awake and he's going to come out and try to attack me. How this gets moved down is every time you draw a tile that has a white arrow, like that one, you move the sun tracker down. And in the tile stack right here, number 11, the 11th tile, is the stairway exit, or the secret stairway. And I have to start my hero phase on the stairway to succeed in the game. So it's not very difficult. No, who am I kidding? It is a little difficult. It's challenging, but it's an incredible amount of fun. I had a lot of fun playing this, and I'm going to keep playing it. Now, my Wrath of a Shadowlon I played, it took me 3 attempts, and before I won. This is my second attempt again, as I'll zoom in there. Woo! For Castle Ravenloft. Hopefully, it's going to be my second and last attempt. I'll go on to the next game board system in this series. Wish me luck. So I'm going to I have everything set up already, and we're going to start right now to try to escape. My hero phase, I can move, attack, or move, or attack and then move. There's nothing really to do, so I can't do anything on my hero phase right here. So now I just draw a dungeon tile, flip it over. Oh, it's the chapel, which don't mean anything in this scenario except for the white arrow. So again, I'm just going to place that here, just like so. That's the exploration phase, if anybody is wondering. But the thing is because I flipped over that white arrow, this sun track automatically goes up to 2. So the sun is starting to set. I'm in trouble. So now, there's no encounter card that happened, but there's a monster, a bone pile there, so I have to draw a monster card and see what monster is revealed. Here's the monster card. the last scenario, the first attempt I made of this, I had a lot of cultists that gave me a lot of trouble. So, but I reshuffled all of the monster deck. You can see right here, I shuffled them incredible amount, and hopefully that's going to help Eddie. So this monster is, are you kidding me? An empowered air cultist. Oh, so empowered air cultist. Anyhow, it's a human cultist. Armor class is 14. Hit points is 2. If the empowered air cultist within one tile of the hero, it attacks the closest hero with a blinding crossbow bolt. Otherwise, the monster moves one tile towards the closest hero. It's a +5 to the damage, or +5 to the attack, I should say, with 2 damage, and I get disadvantage. And disadvantage, what that means is if he hits me successfully, when I'm going to make an attack, I have to roll the d20 twice and take the lower one. Advantage works opposite. I roll twice and I keep the higher one. And if I kill him, I get 3 experience to my pool. There's the empowered air cultist on his pile of bones. That ends the exploration phase. Now we're on to the villain phase. And he is within one tile away from me, and he's got clear line of sight, so he can shoot me to see if he will damage me. The red die for shooting. Let's see if he gets high. Hopefully he gets low. He gets a 15. Of course he gets a 15. The cultist also always gets a high number. Any air cultist, or just any empowered cultist at all, hits me all the time. Ugh. So because of that, on his card, I take 2 damage. So there's my hit point damage. I start off with 10, but now I'm down to 8. And because of that, I get hit and also get, which is called disadvantage, which can act pretty bad. I do have my item, which is Bracer of Defense, but I'd have to flip it over after using it. Reduces my damage to 1. I'm not going to use this. I'm learning from my last try at this. I'm not going to use this until I ultimately have to. And there's my disadvantage condition marker. And again, the next time you make an attack, roll the die twice and use the lower result. Then discard this token. That ends the villain phase. Now we're back onto the hero phase. I really, with this here dwarf that I have, the dwarf battle rager, he's not meant to shoot at a distance. He's only meant to go up and just hack and slash right in melee combat. So that's what I'm going to do. I got a speed of 6. So I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, just so I can get around him. And now I'm going to attack him. And his armor class is 14 and he's got 2 hit points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, which I used in the last game a lot, which is my cracker. So I'm going to hit him. It only does 1 damage to him, but if I do successfully hit, he gets a -4 to his AC every time I hit him with using the cracker, which is a really good thing. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to hit him with my cracker. Let's go. Hit him with the cracker. What? I got 1. 1 stinking... that's not happy. I'm not happy. So I don't do nothing to him. I don't even as much as... He just looks at me like... Are you kidding me? Really? Alright. So that is... I moved and then I attacked. So I cannot move anymore because I already moved and then I attacked. So because of that, I am done of my hero phase. Now, I can't even do an exploration phase because I'm not even on the explored edge, which is any edge that is free. So because of that, we move on to the villain phase. And guess what? That's right, he's going to take another whack at me and see what happens. I just turned him around to face him. He's like, huh, tried to hit me in the back and it didn't work. So now I'm going to shoot you with my crossbow. Here goes. 4. So 4 plus his attack bonus of 5 is only 9. And my armor class is 15, but I got my treasure cards, I got a +1, so 16 armor class, so he don't even as much as touch me. In your face, air cultist, empowered air cultist. That ends the villain phase, and we're on to the hero phase again. So I'm going to attack him before I move. So let's see what happens. I got a 10. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm using my cracker, obviously, again. So that is a 16 because you get, it's a +6. So 10 plus 6 is 16. I do 1 damage. And also, too, as well, as I also have the Holy Avenger. And you gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls against adjacent monsters. And if it's an undead monster, I get a +3. But it don't make a difference because I definitely hit him. I hit him for 1 point of damage, and he goes down to -4 AC, which is good. Leaves him to a 10 for his armor class. Just as a reminder, I put the 1 hit point left on him and the -4 AC. So that is the end of my... well, actually, I'm still able to move because I attack. Now I can move. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to play it safe. I'm not going to move. I'm seeing exactly where I am, and that's ending my hero phase. Or maybe not. I know it's only an air cultist, an empowered air cultist, but these guys really messed me up. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not even going to move them. So then we don't do anything for the exploration phase again because I'm not on an unexplored edge. So it's back to the monster phase, or villain phase, I should say. So he's going to attack me again. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So that's a 10. And he attacks him with a 5, which is 15. Now, my armor class is 15. Now, if I didn't have any bonuses, but I do, like I said, because I have the... where's it at? Right there. Amulet of Protection. It gives me a +1 to my armor class, and it's something that you don't throw away. You can sell it, though, if you want. But actually, I can't even sell it because I don't even have any gold value. So I can't sell this. So this stays with me for my character the entire time. In any case, it boosts me up to armor class of 16. Now, what he rolled was a 10, and it was a +5, so he didn't penetrate my armor class. I looked at him and was like, really? You can't hurt me. That's what the dwarf said. Arthur Gate said that. That's right. So that's the end of the villain phase, and we're back onto the hero phase. He's going to attack him again with this cracker. Now, all I need to do is just hit him once. Oh. I forgot something. Yet again. What I totally forgot is that time, the round before where I hit him, because I forgot I had disadvantage. I totally forget this thing. So because I had disadvantage, I was supposed to roll twice and take the less. So he may not be wounded here. I'm just going to roll again and see. So I get a 3. So the 3 plus my attack, which is 6, is not enough to hurt him. So technically, I would have had to have taken disadvantage. So he's clean again. Because I don't want to cheat this at all. But disadvantage is gone because after I did that, I discard it. And then we're back on to my hero phase, and this time I'm going to attack him again with my cracker. And I get a 7. 7 plus 6. What's his armor class again? I forget. His armor class is 14, and 7 plus 6 obviously is not enough. It's 13, but I do remember I had the Holy Avenger. It gains a +1 bonus to attack rolls, so therefore my hit will definitely go up to a 14, and when it is it's equal to the armor class, it does hit. So therefore, I am going to add the what I took off, the -4 AC, and then he's down to 1 hit point. Talk about deja vu. Holy smokes. So that's it for that. I am not going to move because I want to try to kill him first. So it is on to the exploration phase, but I'm not doing that. So now it's on to the villain phase. He's going to shoot me with his crossbow again. And he gets a 9 plus 5 is 14. My armor class is 15 plus the bonus is 16, so he does not touch me. That's good, because I didn't want to get disadvantage again and then probably forget about it. So we're back onto the hero phase, and now I'm going to attack him again with my cracker. If I hit this time, he's dead, because he only got 2 hit points. I get a 5 plus 6 is definitely not, well, plus 7 really, because I get the bonus. Oh. Again, I didn't hit him, I didn't hurt him, so he's just laughing at me. Ha ha ha. Exploration phase, I'm not doing any exploring, so we're on to the villain phase again. So he's going to attack me now with his bolt, his crossbow bolt again. Here goes. He gets an 8. So an 8 plus 5 is not enough. That ends the villain phase. Now we're on to me again, which is the hero phase. And I'm going to use my cracker again. I'm going to try to hit him again. Hopefully, I will kill this guy once and for all. Like I said before, the cultists, whether it's an empowered cultist or not empowered cultist, the last game they gave me a lot of trouble. And as you can see, it's starting to give me a lot of trouble already. And I still never killed him yet. Killed him yet, not killed. I never killed him yet. Cracker time, need a high, 20. Whoa. That's a natural 20. I got a special skill for when I roll a natural 20. My special skill for when I roll a natural 20, he gets a +1 damage, but he only had one more hit point left, so it didn't make a difference. Just wanted to point that out anyhow. So, you, air cultist, is dead. Good job. Good job, Athergate. Because I killed a monster or a villain, I do get which is called a treasure card. Every time you kill, you get a treasure card. So let me see what I got. Ooh, that's a heavy pouch. 100 gold pieces. What's good about this is in between the games, I can use this and I can sell it to buy equipment if I want to. Now I'm going to move. So I'm going to move for an unexplored edge. So it's here, so I went 1, 2, and I'm going here. So I got to draw another tile, which is right here, and it's an encounter. Oh, I don't like these encounter tiles at all, because they just can wreak havoc. So now I have to draw a monster card and an encounter card. Gulp, help me please. Here's the monster card. Stalagmite. An event. The looming shape ahead turns out to be nothing more but a cave formation. Do not place a monster. Oh, this is so great. No more monster on the board. That's right. Yee! But it's good, but it's also bad because I still got to do my encounter card. And the thing is I got a good thing. It's probably going to be a bad thing. Encounter card. Bum, 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 bum. Environment, crippling miasma? Ooh, a horrid stench of decay fills the air. If there's an environment card already in play, discard it. This environment remains in play until a new environment card is drawn. Each hero's speed is reduced by 1. Slow heroes are unaffected. So this is interesting. I never got this last game in an environment card. But this environment card, it's going to stick with me for the entire game unless I can get rid of it. So, instead of a speed of 6, I only got a speed of 5. And if I want to do a double move, I can only move 10 instead of 12. So that's a little bit of a disadvantage, I guess. That is the end of the encounter phase. I kind of got lucky because no monster, but I got the environment card, which reduces my speed by 1, but that's not such a big deal, I guess. So we're back on to, well, we're actually on to the villain phase, but as you can see, I don't have any villains or monsters because I am too awesome. So now it's on to my hero phase again. With my hero phase, it's, I can move and attack. I can attack and move, or I can move and move, but again, I'm reduced. So I'm not going to move, I'm just going to stay there. I'm going to go right to my exploration phase. And I get this baby right here. Crypt corner 11 to 15. So I'm on this tile right here. So this is going to have to go just like this. But I get an encounter card and a monster card. So I'm going to draw the monster card first, then the encounter. For my monster, I got a Duragard Guard. 16 armor class, 2 hit points. If the Duragar is adjacent to the hero, it attacks hero with the Warhammer. Uh-oh. If the Duragar is on a tile with no heroes and an unexplored edge. Draw a dungeon tile from the bottom of the stack and place it next to the Durgard tile. Draw a monster card and place the figure on that tile. Otherwise, the Durgard moves one tile towards the closest hero. Attack is a +8 and damage is 1. He is on a tile by himself and there's an unexplored edge. Therefore, I take another dungeon tile. Oh, it's a white arrow. So I have to move the sun track down to number 3, and also I got a monster thing. But at least it's not an encounter card, so it's an encounter, I should say, because they can be really bad. So I'm lucky there. I moved the sunset track, or sun track, down to number 3, like I said, and I got another monster card right here. And it is an Orc Smasher. It is a 15 armor class, 2 hit points. If the Orc Smasher within one tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with the heavy mace. Otherwise, the Orc Smasher moves one tile towards the closest hero. The attack is a +9 and does damage of 1. There's a look at the Orc Smasher right there, and you can see, I don't know if I showed him or not, that's a Durgard. Oh. So, again, I thought I was going to be ahead by, the monsters, but yet they're starting to come out of the woodworks, or the stoneworks for this matter, or boneworks, I should say this time. That is the, lost for words, encounter. I did the encounter, but there's no encounter because it's a white arrow. So it all started because I chose to do the explore. So this tile what got him, which branched this one off that got him. So it's on to the villain phase. For the Durgard, it did say, if the Durgard is on a tile with no hero and an unexplored edge, draw a dungeon tile from the bottom of the stack and place it next to the Durgard tile. Draw a monster card and place its figure on that. So, I already did his action, so we go on to his action, and that is the Orc Smasher. It says, Smasher is within one tile of the hero. It moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with the heavy mace. Otherwise, the Orc Smasher moves one tile towards the closest hero. Now, you cannot move diagonally for tiles. So because of that, he's either going to go here, or he's going to go here or here. So let's count 1, 2, 3 squares. 1, 2, 3 squares. So pretty much it's the same distance. I'm going to put him right here. That is it for the villain phase. At least they didn't attack me, so it is on to my hero phase. Again. Before I go on to my hero phase, we still have to do this encounter card. So the encounter card is here. I totally forgot about it, but I did remember. And it says, Hands of the Dead. Severed hands crawl from the earth and grab at you. Attack each hero on the active hero tile. It's a +6 attack. Damage is 2, and if a miss, it's still 1 damage. If a hero is hit by the attack, the hero is slowed. Excellent. So another condition marker. So now I got to roll to see if anything happens to my hero. Here goes. Low, low, low. 14. He definitely gets hit. Ouch. So that's 2 damage plus he's slowed. So 2 more hit points. 1, 2. And I'm also getting a condition marker which is called slow. So this is the condition marker, and slow reads as followed. Your speed is 2. Discard this condition at the end of your hero phase. So my speed is actually not 2. My speed will only be 1 because of this environment here. So it's reduced by 1. So therefore, I am only a speed of 1 right now instead of 2. That is horrible. Now it's on to the hero phase. That's right, the hero phase. So I can only move one, and I got no range thing really. Well, I got the Ring of Shooting Star, which says attack one monster within 2 tiles. If 2 tiles of you, the attack does not count as an attack action. That's not too bad, but you know what? I can only move one anyhow. So I'm going to go right here. I'm hiding behind there, that wall. Hopefully that'll save me at least for one of the attacks. And that's all I can really do for my hero phase. And we're on to the exploration phase, and I am not by an unexplored edge, so that cancels that one out. Now it is on to the villain phase. This hero phase is actually, villain phase is pretty easy, because the only thing I can do is, because he's not anywhere near, he moves 1 tile closer to the hero, and the same with the Orc Smasher, it's going to move 1 tile closer to the hero, because that's 1 tile, and technically, even though I'm beside him now, that's a separate tile, so that would be 1, 2, 3 tiles, so he can't do anything either. So I lucked out there for my villain phase. Whew. But, you know, yeah, this is lovely. Back to my next hero phase, but the good thing is I got this slow thing on the last turn, and so this is a new hero phase, so this is discarded. I can move up to my speed of 5, not 6, because that environment card is a constant. It's constant crippling me. Like I said, it's crippling. So I'm able to do that, but before I do that, before I move, I'm going to try to fight this Orc Smasher and see if I can do some damage to it. Armor class 15, it's got 2 hit points onto it, so let's see what I can do. Now, if he was beside him, I would use my whacker, because if I hit the one monster, the adjacent monster takes 1 damage too as well. But they were smart enough to keep a space, so I'm only going to attack him with my cracker. So it's a +6. I got to roll high. Roll high, baby. Roll high. 14. Look at that. Oh yeah, that hit you. And so you take 1 point of damage, and you also have a -4 to your AC. So therefore, you have 1 hit point left. Since I did that, now I'm going to move. And my smart thing of what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm not close to an unexplored edge, so I can't do... I can't explore, but I am away from them 2 villains, 2 squares again. So when they activate, which is right now, they get to move, but because they are nowhere close to me, they get to move 1 tile closer to the hero. So this is the 1 tile right here, because there's the divide line. And the same with him, he goes up 1. So this is your standard cat and mouse kind of game, I think, so far. Anyhow, that's the end of the villain phase. We're back onto my hero phase. Now, for my hero phase, I can move and attack to kill him, but then the Durgar guard is going to be able to attack me. He's not adjacent to me though, but no, he wouldn't be able to attack me this time. I'd be able to just move closer. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe for my hero phase, I'm going to go up and attack the Orc Smasher. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to damage him. I'm going to take that risk. Why not? So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to attack him. And also, obviously, I'm going to attack him with my cracker again, which is right here. Let's see if I crack him. 15, I definitely cracked him. Now he only has an armor class, or hit points of 2. So that definitely goes through because his armor class is 15, which I rolled. A 15 plus my cracker, which is a +6, so that's well over his armor class. So this guy right here Orc. Smasher. Oh, I killed him. So I get a treasure, 2 as well. This is good. Good planning. My treasure card is a pouch of copper. 100 gold pieces. Not bad. Discard after playing. So, what this means is you take these cards and you discard them and you get the tokens, which I'm going to do. But that's 100 gold, and I also have another bit of gold too as well, so I can buy stuff hopefully during my rest between the 2 campaigns. That is what the gold pieces look like. There's different amounts you can get. So that's 200 I have so far. That's a good start. We are on to the exploration phase, but I'm nowhere near any unexplored edge, so we go to the villain phase automatically. Now, with this guy, it says that if he's not adjacent to him, then you go to the unexplored. If there's an unexplored edge, you're going to give another tile from the bottom of the stack, which he's not, so he just moves 1 tile closer to the hero. So I'm just moving him up here because he's on the same tile anyhow, but you don't get to attack this turn, which is a good thing. And that's the end of the villain phase for that. Now we are on to my hero phase. I'm going to try to kill this Durgar guard. Now, he has an armor class of 16, so he's pretty tough, but he only has 1 hit point. So I need to roll high here. Oh, I was using my cracker, obviously, sorry. So 14 plus 6, and then I got my bonus that gives me an extra +1, so he is dead. I did hit him. So, Durgar guard, bye! He's gone. I killed him. He's dead. Good job, Dwarfy Poo. Now, I also get a treasure, which is sweet. And then I can get to do the rest of my hero phase, which is move. Lo and behold, I get another treasure card. Gold card for 100 more coins. Excellent. I get to move my movement now. Because of the crippling environment, the miasma, I'm going to be able to move 5, and that's it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4... And I'm going to, that's pretty much the end of my hero phase, and I'm going to do the exploration phase. So another tile, and it is a white one, and it's a workshop. Uh-oh. So that goes here. You can see right there. Now, because that goes there, what happens now is I have to take the sun track, and I got to move it down 1 more. And I have to draw a monster card because they're a bone pile right there. The monster card that I pick is a Drow Wizard. It's a Drow. The Drow Wizard teleports to the tile with the most heroes, then attacks each hero on the tile with a blast of fire. Oh, this is lovely! Armor class 16, hit points 2, +8 to the attack. Damage is 2. If he misses, he still takes 1 damage from you. I don't like this guy at all, because I don't like the teleporting stuff. So anyhow, that is horrible! There's a look at the Drow Wizard miniature. I had to show this guy because he's pretty detailed. Really nice, I like him. So anyhow, he's going right there. And that is the end of my exploration phase. Now it is on to the villain phase. There's only 1 villain. And I already read what he does. So he's going to teleport right next to me, and he's going to attack me with his blast of fire. Roll low, roll low, roll low, roll low. It's actually a good type of card. Oh, it's only a 1. So he don't do nothing. Well, he does. He takes 1 damage because still, miss, it's still 1 damage. So I'm knocked down even more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 hit points. I got 5 left. Oh boy. I'm doing a little better though, I think, as opposed to the last game that I played, because by this time, I already burned through one of my Healing Surge tokens. Watch it happen now since I said it. And now, it's on to my turn, the hero phase. My hero phase, I'm going to attack this Drow Wizard. And I'm going to hit him with my cracker again. So I need to roll high. Roll high, baby. Roll high. That's a 9. So 9 plus 6 is 15. And I have my bonus, which gives me an extra +1 bonus to my my roll, which is called the Holy Avenger. So because of that, I get 16. His armor class, is 16. So guess what? I hit him. So he takes 1 point of damage and he gets a -4 to his armor class. There you go with his tokens. Yeehaw! So now I can get the move, and I don't know if I want to move to explore that edge, or should I just stay there and, you know, just kill him. Try to kill him. Well, he got a villain phase coming up. So I think I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. I just go 3, just so I'm going to make him teleport again, and then he's going to try to hit me. I'm not doing my exploration because I'm not adjacent to unexplored edge. So it's onto the villain phase. And you know what he does? He's going, shoo, and he teleports right here. You don't have to be adjacent as long as you're just on the same tile as the hero. But I'm just putting him there because then I don't have to move to try and kill him. And now he's going to have to attack me with his ability, which is Blast of Fire. Right here, I gotta roll low again. It's a 12. Oh, that hurts. That totally hurt because he definitely would hit me, but I may have a reroll card here. Let me check it out. I don't have it. I forgot that I used it onto the previous game. So he does hit me. It takes 2 damage from me, but I think because I'm only down to 5 more, I'm starting to get whittled down pretty quick. I'm going to use my Bracers of Defense. Reduce the damage from an attack by 1, then flip this card over. You can see right here. So I'm going to flip this card over, just like so, and I reduce my damage by 1. So he would have took 2 from me, but he was only taking 1 from me. In your face, Drow Wizard. So it's on to the hero phase, and you know what I'm doing. I'm going to attack him and see if I can finally kill him. He already has a -4 to his AC, so he's only at 12 now. See if I can roll high and kill him. Come on, baby. 13 plus my 6 is more than enough to hit him and kill him. Hit with the final blow. So he's dead. I get a treasure card. Oh yeah. For my treasure card, I got, it's called Lift the Curse. Your whispered prayer has been answered. Play immediately. Discard 1 curse card of your choice and play. Discard after playing. So there's no curse card in play. There's an environment card, but not a curse card. So this is going to stay with me until there's a curse card and I can get rid of it then. To complete the end of my hero phase, I am just going to move up 1. That's it. So I'm on the unexplored edge. So now I'm going into my exploration phase, which simply is I take a dungeon tile like so, and I flip it over like so, and there's an encounter. Prince Ariel's Crypt. So I'm just going to stick that there. So I draw a monster and encounter card, but I'm going to cancel that encounter card. And how can I do that, you say? Because my experience pool of where I killed it, if you sell 5 of these, that has the experience on the bottom, it has to be 5 or higher. You can't trade 6 in and get 1 back. So it's just 5 or higher, and then it can cancel that encounter card, but it don't cancel the monster. So that's what I'm going to do. The encounters cancel, like I said, because I traded in. I still have 1 card left because I had 1 for 3 and 1 for 2, so that was 5. I got 2 left. And then my monster card is a Rat Swarm. This is armor class of 12, hit points of 1. If the Rat Swarm is within 1 tile of the hero, it moves to the closest hero tile and attacks each hero on the tile with a multitude of bites. Otherwise, the Rat Swarm moves 1 tile towards the closest hero. The attack is a +7 and it's a 1 damage and it's worth 1 experience. When I said I only had 1 card left in my experience pool, I forgot to add the Drow Wizard that I just killed. Now that was a 3 experience, so I got 5 more again, which is good. On to the villain phase now. So the Rat Swarm is within 1 tile of the hero, so it's going to move to the adjacent hero's tile, or to the hero's tile, and it's going to attack each hero on the tile with a multitude of bites. There's only 1 hero, so he's going to move here, and he's going to attack me. See what happens. Here goes. Need a roll low here. So that's a 2. That's a perfect roll of low. So that's not enough, even with the attack bonus of a 7, So therefore, does nothing to me. Ha ha! He laughs at all them rats. Ha ha! We're on to the hero phase, and he is going to use the cracker again, and he's going to attack these rat swarm. Now the thing is with the rat swarm is they only have hit points of 1 with the 12 AC, so I may just kill them here. I hope I do. No, I don't, because I only got a 1. Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, I'm moving anyhow. For I move, I'm just going here, and I'm going to do an unexplored edge for my exploration phase. Tile that I drew is another encounter card and monsters. But I may cancel that encounter card too, because I don't want to have something that's going to knock me down even more, because as you can tell, I only have 4 hit points left. I just put the other hit points in the bottom so I don't get them mixed up. So I have 3 plus 2, which is 5 for experience. I can get rid of my experience pool and cancel that encounter card, but I still do get a monster like I said before, and that's what I'm doing. The monster card I get is a Goblin Cutter. Never seen this guy before. AC 12, hit points 1. If the Goblin Cutter is within 1 tile of a hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a crude dagger. Otherwise, the Goblin Cutter moves 1 tile towards the hero with the fewest hit points remaining. Attack is a +7 and it's 1 damage and he's worth 1 experience. There's the nice little Goblin Cutter right there. He's smaller than a dwarf, so he's pretty tiny. He's a goblin. So that ends my exploration phase. Now it's on to the villain phase. So the rats are going to go first and then the Goblin Cutter. The rats are on the same tile, so it don't have to move adjacent to me, and it bites me with a multitude of bites, or it attacks with a multitude of bites. +7, I got a 5 and a 7. It is definitely too low, so it does not hurt me because of my armor class. And that is it for the rat swarm. On to the Goblin Cutter's turn. Now he moves up adjacent because he's within 1 tile away, and he's going to attack me with his crude dagger. It's a +7 with 1 damage. So I get a roll low with 3. So he didn't even touch me as well. Look at that. Bam! Sorry there, Goblin Cutter, but your dagger just was not sharp enough. It's on to my hero phase now, and the Goblin Cutter is right beside me, so I'm going to use my cracker and try to hit him. Now, the Goblin Cutter has only 1 hit point, so I can kill him here, hopefully. Need to roll high. I got a natural 20, so that would be an extra point of damage, but he only has 1 hit point, so he is dead, and I get a treasure card. Yay! For my treasure card, I get Wand of Lightning Bolts. That sounds good. This thin maple wand is studded with small sapphires. Use instead of attacking. Attack up to 3 monsters within 1 tile of your hero. +6 attack, 1 damage. Flip this card over after use. That's actually a pretty good weapon to have. Or, in this case, a treasure. Awesome possum. That ends my my attacking. So all I can do is move now. And for me to move, what I think I'm going to do, because I'm crippling too as well, because of the environment, I can only move 5 instead of 6. I want to try to kind of get away from the rat swarm so they can only come close to me, but they can't attack me. That's the smarter thing to do. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stay right there, off camera. So I'm staying there. And that ends my hero phase. I'm not by unexplored edge, so I can't do my exploration phase, so we're on to the villain phase. Now, that rat can only move 1 tile closest to the hero because it's fast, but not that fast. Yeah, it is 1 tile towards closest hero, so he's only going right here. That's it. That is it for the villain phase, and it's back onto my hero phase. Now I'm going to move and kill them rats. First I'm going to move. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to attack the swarm of rats with my cracker. It only has 1 hit point, The armor class of the rats is a 12, so hopefully I'm going to get lucky here and roll high enough to kill it with one swipe. Here we go. 20. Natural 20 again. Jeez, I'm on fire tonight. So guess what, ratties? You gone. And I get a treasure card. Treasure card I drew is... It's an item. Bracers of the Blinding Strike. When worn, these bracelets increase the speed of your attacks. Nice. Use after using an at-will attack power against an adjacent monster. Use an at-will attack power against an adjacent monster. This ability can be used only once per hero phase. I just had to read that again. Even though I read it out loud, I wasn't listening to myself. It's really funny. But anyhow, it's pretty much like a double hit. So after I use an at-will attack power against an adjacent monster, I can use another at-will attack power against an adjacent monster. But I can only do it once per hero phase. So per hero phase, because I don't have to discard this, I'm able to attack the monster twice with at-will powers, which is a really good thing to have. So it's like a double tap from Zombieland. And that ends my hero phase because I moved and then I attacked. Because of that, I'm not even on an unexplored edge, so I can't even explore anything. So we move on to the villain phase, and as you can see, there's no villains on the board. So therefore, I go back to my hero phase, so I'm going to move, and then I'm going to do the exploration phase. I moved 3, so right here, and now I'm going to grab the tile because I can't do anything else for my hero phase. There's a tile, and it is a rotting nook, and it has a white arrow. Unfortunately, this is what I was dreading. So I'm going to put that here. So there's no encounter that happens, but there's a monster, and then something else happens. First, I'm going to do the monster card. It is a Hobgoblin Fighter. I seen this in my last attempt to try to finish this game. This says Tactics. It's armor class 15, hit point of 1. If the Hobgoblin Fighter is within one tile of the hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks each adjacent hero with the sword. Otherwise, this monster moves one tile towards the closest hero. It's a +7 attack, 1 damage, and you get 2 experience if you kill it. Not too bad. The monster goes there. But like I said, there's something else that I have to do, and that is the white arrow. And if you look, the sun has set. So when the sun sets, Count Strahd comes out to play. Because he comes out to play, there's his miniature, and he goes right here onto the monster pile. So he's able to start making his way to try to kill me. Now, it is definitely a more urgency to find that secret stairway to get the heck away from here and escape. Because I don't want another repeat where I lose this adventure yet again and I go on to round 3. So hopefully it's going to happen that I'm going to find them staircase soon. But just so everybody is aware, I'm just going to read a little bit of the Count Strahd von Zarovich stats. I read them in the last game, but I will read them again in this game. This is his card. So he has a mist form, which is really cool. Track vampire in mist form. So it says here, when Count Strahd is encountered, place the mist form token on his card. So when I encounter him as I fight him, I put the mist form token right here. He has an AC of 19 and hit points of 12. He's a monster. Well, really, he's a villain. Strahd activates at the start of each villain phase. If Strahd has 5 hit points or fewer remaining, and the mist form token is on the card, Strahd transforms into a cloud of mist and floats away. Remove the mist form token from the card and place Strahd on the Strahd crypt tile. If Strahd is within one tile of the hero with the most hit points remaining, he moves adjacent to that hero and attacks him or her with a blood-draining bite. Ew. If Strahd is within one tile of any other hero, He moves one tile towards the hero with the most hit points remaining and then attacks each hero on the closest hero's tile with a magical ball of fire. Ugh. If Strad has 5 hit points or fewer remaining, choose the hero controlling the fewest monster. That hero places a new monster on Strad's tile. Otherwise, Strad moves 2 tiles towards the hero with the most hit points. Now his attacks are coupled. If he does a bite, it's a +8. 2 damage, and Strad regains 1 hit point. That's not good because he can regenerate. Magical Ball of Fire, it's a +8. 2 damage, and if he misses, he gets 1 damage. He's a level 6 villain. That is his card stats. I am done with the exploration phase. Now it's on to the villain phase, and he activates at the start of every villain phase. And he's pretty fast. He moves up to 2 tiles if there's no hero close enough to him. And you can see my hero's all the way over there. So he goes 1 tile, 2 tile. That's pretty fast. Now it is on to the Hobgoblin Fighter. So he's within 1 tile. So he's got to go adjacent to me and attack me with the sword. So he goes, Rah! Just like that. And he attacks me with the sword. It's a +7 attack. I hope I roll low for this. Rolling low. It's a 6. So 6 and 7 will not break my bones. Do you know why? Because my armor class is higher. It's really 16 because I got that +1 bonus. So he does nothing to me. Nothing. And that is the end of the villain phase. So we're on to the hero phase. And I gotta try to keep the heck away from Strad, because if I don't, he's gonna catch up to me and do some pretty bad damage to me. He moves 2 tiles. So I think no matter where I go, I can, again, try to run away from him. But even if I run away from him, the problem is it's just prolonging the inevitable of him going to catch me. And it takes a longer time to try to find that secret stairwell. So, I'm going to first attack the Hobgoblin Fighter. And then I'm going to move to an unexplored edge and get another tile. And hopefully it's going to be close to the secret stairwell. I'm going to use my cracker, and remember I had the, what's that one again? The Bracers of the Blinding Strike. So my cracker's an at-will, so I hit him, and then I can just use another at-will power right afterwards. So I double tap. So let's see, I want to get high here. I get a 1. So I miss him with the first hit, but because of that I get to roll again. And I get a 5, and I miss him again because it is an armor class of 15. So that's 6 and 6 are 12 because I get +1 because of one of my cards. That's not good. So I miss him. That's the end of my trying to fight the Hobgoblin Fighter. Now I'm going to move. Because I'm crippled, I can only move up to 5. But crippling the environment, the crippling environment. But that's all I need to do, so I'm on to my exploration phase. So I grab another tile, and I flip it over, and it is not the secret stairwell. Oh, dropped it. It is the Dark Fountain, but it has a white one. So no encounter card, but we don't have to move the sun track anymore, because he's already out. And it's cutting me off from going this way. As you can see, I do get another monster, though. The monster I drew is a doppelganger. It's a monstrosity. Armor class 13, 1 hit point. If the doppelganger is within 1 tile of the hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks that hero with a wicked slam. Otherwise, this monster moves 1 tile towards the closest hero, and it has a special ability. I do not like the special abilities. Infiltration. When the doppelganger is drawn, place your hero on the start tile and place the doppelganger in the square your hero previously occupies. Sucks. So bad. I'm not using a start tile, but I started on this tile. So therefore, I have to take my hero Move him here, which is going to be closer to the vampire count. Help me. There is a doppelganger, and there I am at the starting tile, or the place where I started. Don't say start tile, but it is where I started. And so, but it does say into the special ability, like I said, it's place your hero on the start tile. And there's actual tiles that say start. You know, I'm playing it like this because this is where I started. So we're on to the villain phase now. So you know who activates first. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be because he's not within one tile. So he only gets to move 2 tiles to the closest hero, but that's all he can do. But he's hot on my trail. So he goes, that's 1 tile, 2 tile. So he's close to me, but he can't attack me this turn, which ain't too bad. For the other monsters, the other 2 monsters, they only move 1 tile closer to the hero. So the Hobgoblin will move there. And the Doppelganger will move here. And that's it for the villain phase. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, so it's back onto the hero phase. I think I'm going to take a shot at the count and then move. That's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to use one of my strong powers here to try to hit him really bad and hurt him really bad. I just thought that I really can't do that because if I move and then attack, I can't move again. It's either move, attack, move, or move and attack. I could use one of my, I only have one that is kind of like a range. It's the Ring of Shooting Stars. I may do that. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, instead of my Ring of Shooting Stars, I'm going to use my Wand of Lightning Bolts. This thin maple wand is studded with small sapphires. Use instead of attacking. Attack up to 3 monsters within 1 time. Oh, but that's really going in case I get more monsters. So I am going to stick with my original plan, which is the Ring of Shooting Star. Attack 1 monster within 2 tiles of you. This attack does not count as an attack action. It's a +8 and you does 1 damage, but I gotta flip it over when I'm done, which is fine. So I'm going to attack him. Maybe I'll get 1 damage on him at least. And then I'm going to flip it over and then I'm going to move. You need to roll high here. I get an 8 plus 1. I got 1 plus 8 is 9, and then 1 more is 10 because of my bonus. But his AC is a 19, so I don't even touch him. I wasted that Ring of Shooting Stars. I flip it over. Oh well. Now I'm going to move, or not move, I'm going to do the Explore action. For the Explore action, exploration phase, I should say. Excuse me. White arrow, no encounter, but a monster. And that is going right there. So it fits nicely here. So, monster card. I get another Orc Smasher. Ugh. So again, I get to fight him now. So I already read the stats before. I'm not going to read them again. Just know that he has 2 hit points, AC of 15. We're on to the villain phase. So first off, it is count that is going to do it first. I should have moved because I'm in big trouble. So it says if straddled within 1 tile of the hero with the most hit points, there's only 1 hero, moves adjacent to the hero and attacks him with a blood draining bite. It's a +8, 2 damage, and he regains 1 hit point, but he don't got any hit points gone. So he's going to go here and he attacks me for 2 damage. I need to roll low here. 1. Oh, thank goodness. But he missed. He still does 1 damage to me. So he tried to bite me. I kind of dodged it away a bit, but he still managed to scratch me with his tooth. Lucky he's not a werewolf, because if he scratched me, then I'd turn into a werewolf. But anyhow, that's 1 more hit point gone, so I'm down to 3 hit points. But a good thing is I got 2 healing surge tokens still. Very good. Anyhow, that is the end of the Count's turn, and they were on to the monsters. So again, these monsters, they are going to move one tile closer to the hero because they are not anywhere any close to me. So I don't know if I should do here, which is going to go, and the doppelganger goes here. And that's it. Oh, actually, I do the orc smasher. So he moves to adjacent to the closest hero and hits me with this heavy mace. So he's going to have to go. Is there? It says within one tile of the hero, it moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks with the heavy mace. So it does. So pretty much he is blocking me now. Lovely. So I have to kill him, but first he's going to attack me. It's a +9. He does 1 damage on this attack. Got to roll low for him too. Oh, he gets a 20. So that is, he don't got any special thing about rolling a 20, but he does hit me for 1 damage. So that hurts me. So I take 1 more point of damage. So I'm only down to 2 hit points remaining. And then heal surge. But we know when we get to the heal surge, it's hard unless you draw a card that tells you to heal wounds. That really hurts. So it's onto my hero phase. So I'm going to have to try to attack him. Or maybe I'll try to attack both of them with my Battle Rager. My Whacker, I should say. Because then if I hit with one, then the other one takes an extra point of damage. And that is still an at-will power. And I may use one of my special utility powers on this too as well. I come up with a plan. So I have my Whacker, so I'm going to use my Whacker, and it says attack 1 adjacent monster. On a hit, each monster adjacent to that attacked monster takes 1 damage. So I'm going to attack the Orc Smasher, and if I successfully hit, then the Count is going to take 1 point of damage. And on top of that, I'm going to use which is called my Double Strike, which is a double tap. So I get to hit him twice. Or hit twice, and on top of, actually I'm not going to use this right now because he only has 1 hit point. If I successfully hit, he's going to die. That means I'm going to waste my my double strike token. But I still got to do a double tap because of the other what's it called again? The bracers of blinding strike. So when I hit him with my Whacker, I'm going to get another free shot. And that's what I'm going to do. Let's see if I'm going to be successful here. I get an 8. So it's a 9 plus 6 is 15. He has an armor class of 15. So that means I do hit him. I do kill him. So that means the Count takes a point of damage too as well. And on top of that, I get a treasure card. For my treasure card, I get Healing Embers. Ooh. Never seen this before. Motes of light forged by fire cultists can heal anyone brave enough to swallow them. Ooh. Used during your hero phase. Your hero or hero adjacent to your hero regains 4 hit points. Oh, this is sweet. This is something that I definitely need to help keep me going. But it's a discard. It's worth 300 gold pieces. So one thing I forgot to mention is in between the missions you can have any of your treasure cards, such as this one, that ones that have values on them, and you can sell them to get gold pieces so you can buy other things too as well. So because of that, I am going to keep this. It's at the beginning of my hero phase though. Used during your hero phase. So I killed him, I didn't move, so I'm still on my hero phase, so I should be able to heal them 4 hit points and then discard. So that's what I'm doing. It is gone, and I get 4 hit points left. Thank you very much, Treasure. That was a great find for sure. So I'm down to 2. So I get 1, 2, 3. It's like Christmas. 4. So I'm up to 6 hit points. that may just save me, and I may win the game. Unless, you know, the count is going to kill me. It is still my hero phase, though, because all I did was attack and killed. Now I'm going to move and explore. So I'm only able to go 5, though, because I am still got the crippling environment. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. So now I'm going to draw my other dungeon tile, which is here, because that pretty much ends my hero phase, so it's on to the exploration phase. Oh, I was hoping it was the stairwell, but it's not. But it's white, so no encounter, but it's another monster. Let's see what the monster card is that I get. Hypnotic Spirit. Oh, it's undead. Armor class 14, 1 hit point, not too bad. If the Hypnotic Spirit is within 1 tile of the hero, it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on that tile with a horrifying howl. Wow, so it would hit more than 1 hero if there was more there. Ooh, so maybe it's not that good at all. Otherwise, the closest hero moves 2 tiles closer to the Hypnotic Spirit. What? So the hero gets hypnotized and moves up to 2 tiles closer to the Hypnotic Spirit. That's totally different, because it's usually the monster moves, but in this case it is the hero that moves. That's not a really good thing at all. I don't like this card at all. That's a look at the Hypnotic Spirit. You can kind of see through it. Very cool miniature for sure. But it goes right there. And that ends the exploration phase. Now we're back onto the villain phase. And you know who activates first? The Count does. As before, the Count, he is 1 tile away, so he's going to move adjacent to me. Like so. And he is going to attack me with his blood-draining bite. If he successfully hits me, he regains that 1 hit point that I hit him for. Jeez. It's a 2. That means he did not do anything. Which is good. He doesn't do any damage to me either, because it was a blood-draining bite. You didn't touch me, buddy. But this is bad now, because what happens is I gotta activate all the other monsters. So this guy is going to come down here and he's going to attack me. This is the Hobgoblin Fighter. He attacks me with his sword. To plus 70, do 1 damage to me. I think all them hit points I regained are going to be last. Plus 7, plus 7. Oh, it's only a 5. You suck. You missed me. Thank goodness for that. So that's it for the Hobgoblin Fighter. Now the Doppelganger. Now he is within 1 tile of me. So you can see him, he's right here. This is separation, so that's a tile. So that Doppelganger has to move like so. Oh, it wasn't even on camera. So the Doppelganger right there, it says, Doppelganger's to 1 tile of the hero. It moves adjacent to the closest hero and attacks the hero with the Wicked Slam. So it's a plus 4 at 1 damage. That's not too bad, I guess. So let's go. 13 plus 4. He definitely hits me. And it's 1 damage. Now, I thought I had a card that will reduce my damage. Let me double check on that. I think I checked this before and I said the same thing, that I use it my first attempt at this game. So he does hit me. He does do 1 point of damage to me, so I lose 1 of my hit points. So I'm down to 5. That's okay though. So now we have 1 more monster to activate, which is the Spirit. It's within 1 tile. So it moves up because it says it moves to the closest hero's tile and attacks each hero on the tile with a horrifying growl. So it's a plus 6 attack. and does 1 damage. Rolo, Rolo, Rolo. It's a 10 plus 6 is 16. I have an armor class of 15, and I got the plus 1, which is going to give me an AC of 16, but I also rolled a 16, so it's still the same. So he hits me, and I take 1 more point of horrible damage. That ends the villain phase, but I'm surrounded because I can't go anywhere. The Count got me, the Spirit got me, and so does the Doppelganger and the Hobgoblin Fighter. I have to start just sticking my arms out and turning around in a circle and hopefully hit somebody. My only option is probably either, if I kill the Spirit, I'm going to back myself in a corner almost. So it's either going to be the Doppelganger or the Hobgoblin Fighter. Both of them have a damage of, or hit points of 1. You know, the Hobgoblin got an AC of 15, the Doppelganger got an AC of 13. So I'm thinking to take the lower of the two and going to attack the Doppelganger, but I may use a special ability here that will help me out. My special ability that I'm going to use is the Wand of Lightning Bolts. I'm glad I never used that one. I chose to use the other one. So with the Wand of Lightning Bolts, I can attack up to 3 monsters within 1 tile of your hero. So there's 3 monsters, and the 3 monsters obviously going to be the Count, the Hobgoblin Fighter, and the Doppelganger. And it's a plus 6. If I hit, I do 1 damage on each of them. So that would kill both of them, and I would take another point of damage onto the Count. I really hope this succeeds. Targeting the Doppelganger first. It's an 11. So I definitely hit that Doppelganger and I kill him. So he's gone. So that's monster number 1. So it gives me an opening. But before I do any other attacks, I'm going to grab my treasure, because I might have something that's going to help me out here. And of course, I get something to help me out. That's right, Potion of Healing. I get this in my last time I played. Use the item during your hero phase. I'm still in my hero phase. You or an adjacent hero regains 2 hit points. Guess what? I'm regaining my 2 hit points and discarding this before I go on. Oh yeah. 2 hit points regained. Thank you very much. That's right. I'm at 5. Good job for me. No, I can't count. I'm at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Alright, now I am attacking the Hobgoblin because that Wand of Lightning Bolts will attack 3 monsters on the tile. So I get... Camera cut out there, that was strange, but I rolled a 1. So therefore, that Hobgoblin is safe, unfortunately, for me. But I still am also attacking the Vampire Count. I need high here. He has an AC of 19, so I need a really high number here. 15 plus 6. Is it 6? Yes, it's a plus 6. So I did hit the Count, and I do take 1 point of damage onto him, which is good. Point of damage. There he has 2 hit points onto him, so it drops him down to 10 hit points. This guy is really hard to kill. But in any case, I did hit him. So because of that, I have to, unfortunately, that awesome card, the Wand of Lightning, gets flipped over because I can't use it anymore for this unless I find a card that tells me to flip it back over. But that's okay. I'm happy with what I did. So that ends my fighting part. Now I'm going to move, and I can move up to 5 spaces for my hero fate, for my movement. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right there. Actually, do you know what? Let me do that again, because I just seen a quicker way. 1 for diagonal. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I wish I could move my 6 because I'd be able to explore the next edge, but I can't because of that horrible environment card. The crippling environment. I can't even say that last word. Miasma. Crippling miasma card. Rah! So that's it for my movement. I can't do an exploration. So now it is on to the villain phase. And you know who activates first? That's right, the Count does. And the Count moves. He is 1 tile away, so he moves adjacent to me. So he is right there, and he's going to attack me with his bite again. It's a +8. To a 10 is 18, so he definitely bites me. So he takes 2 points of damage, and he regains a hit point. So when these hit points are gone off him, so he's back up to 11 hit points. I take 2 points of damage. Just like that, so I'm back down to 4, which is horrible. And now I gotta activate the other 2 monsters. So he's within 1 tile away, so he's going to come up to me, and he's going to go adjacent, which is right here. So because of that, he is going to attack me with the sword. Let's see if he does damage to me. 7 plus 7 is 14. I got higher armor class, so he don't touch me. We're on to the Hypnotic Spirit, the Undead. So this is really bad, because if the Hypnotic Spirit is within 1 tile of the hero, it moves, but it's not within 1 tile, because you can see it's 2 tiles. Otherwise, the closest hero moves 2 tiles closer to the Hypnotic Spirit. So my hero goes 1 tile, 2 tile. So he goes, hey, how you doing? That's right, he's right here now. But you don't get to be attacked. So that's okay, I guess. That's the end of the villain phase. Now we're back on to the hero phase. So what am I going to do? Attack that spirit and move. Again, I can't move that way, and I'm trying to get there or up there. Actually, there's a border all the way around, so that's a long way to go for me to explore an edge. But I can go right here and explore. But it's crippling, and my speed is 6, so it's reduced by 1, so I can only go 5. But I can go move instead of fighting. And I think that's what I might do, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm right here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yes, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, if it was any more than 10, because I have that environment, the crippling environment, I wouldn't have been able to go any further. But I'm able to go there. I bypassed attacking. I chose just to move so I can flip it over. Because it's kind of, the board is so much more condensed compared to the other one from the previous game that I played the first time, because it was a lot longer. But what's worrying me here is, because it's so condensed, does that mean that I never used enough tiles yet? Because remember, the stairwell is number the 11th tile. Maybe I should count them just to figure out. I'm just going to keep doing it. That's it. So I'm done of my hero phase. So I'm onto the exploration phase. So I grab my tile and we flip it over. Wow! Look at that! Secret stairway. That's what I was looking for. White arrow, so no encounter. So I get to put it just like so. It fits. Just like that. Jeez, it won't fit. So that means I can't put it there? Why isn't it fitting? Oh, it's that just right there stopping it. So anyhow, it is there, but But, there's a big but. I have a monster that I have to spawn here. And on top of that, it does say in the book that I have to either, I think it's either start during my hero phase or starting my hero phase, I gotta be on this to win. So I may potentially have 2 more turns and I only have 4 more hit points with healing surges, so we'll see what happens here. Looking at the special adventure rules, you can see for victory though, it says, you win the game when a hero starts his or her turn on the secret stairway tile. So, I got 2 more turns to go before I can win, so I may not win. I may actually get killed, but I don't think so because I got 2 more healing surge tokens left. I didn't even burn through yet. For my monster, because there's a bag of bones here, a pile of bones, so I have to do a monster card. It is a rat swarm. So you already seen this. This has come up a lot. Like, I think this is the 3rd time I encountered the rat swarm. I know I shuffled the cards, but I'm not going to read the stats because you know what it is. I got to put the rat swarm there. I just realized something too as well. Because that hypnotic spirit is there, it's going to be an uphill battle with that because it's the villain phase now, so that hypnotic spirit is going to draw me closer to the hypnotic spirit again. So I'm going to be far away from the secret stairway yet again. Well, not yet again, but this time I'm going to be far away. So he's going to just pull me back again, which is horrible. But it is the villain phase, so we start off with the count, and then we go to, I think you get drawn after that. Anyhow, we're going to go to the hobgoblin fighter, and then the spirit, and then the rat swarm. So first off, it's the count for the villain phase because there's nothing else I can do. Again, Stride moves just adjacent to me, and he attacks him with his bite. Okay, we get low roll here. A 1! Yes! So you know what? He does nothing, but what he does do... Oh, he didn't hit me, so we don't regain the 1 hit point. So therefore, nothing else happens. Lucky me. It's on to the hobgoblin, or hobgoblin fighter turn. So he's within 1 tile. So he's going to just move up adjacent to me. Just like so. And he attacks him with his sword. Hopefully he's going to miss. I'm going to dodge this. Because I float like a butterfly. And sting like a nuclear bomb. I want low again. I got a 7. Plus 7 is 14. I got an AC of 15 plus 1, which is 16. So he does nothing to me. You missed me, buddy. Oh, yeah. But now, it is the spirit's turn, and we all know what happens. The hypnotic spirit, it's 2 tiles away, so the hero moves 2 tiles. So he's going to move here. But he don't get attacked. This is the repeat of the last time. And then it's a rat swarm. And we all know that the rat swarm he's only going to move 1 tile closer to the hero. Right there. But you do notice what happened there where the rat swarm moved up. He's blocking the stairway with the count. This is awesome. This is just awesome. So we're on to the hero phase now. For my hero phase, you know, I got to kill that spirit because even if I just run away the 2 tiles again, he's just going to draw me back in. So I'm going to try to kill this hero, this spirit. He only has 1 hit point. Yes, and he's 14 armor class, so I'm going to use one of my at will. If I miss, I do a double tap on him. That's right. So I'm going to hit him with my cracker. Here goes. Crack-a-lacka. Before I do that, what I forgot to mention is I do have the Holy Avenger item. And that there, it's you gain a +1 bonus attack roll against adjacent monsters while this item is in play. Increase bonus to a +3 against an undead monster. And if you look here, this hypnotic spirit is an undead monster. So I got a +3 to this roll. Now he has an AC of 14, so I'm going to see what happens if I do actually hit him and kill him. Roll, roll, roll. That's a 12. And then I get my bonus with my, that's a +6 and then a +3 on top of it. Guess what? You're gone, Spirit. Finally, you're gone. And I get a treasure card. My treasure card is another 100 gold pieces. Now I can move. At least I'm not going to have somebody trying to pull me back in. Unfortunately, though, I don't have anything which is range. I'm wondering if I should move or if I should just stay there. Because the Count is only going to move 2 tiles and not be able to do anything. The Hobgoblin Fighter's not going to be able to attack me either, and neither is the Rat Swarm. I think that's what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose not to move. I'm just going to stay where I am. And I can't do the exploration phase because I'm not by any unexplored edge. So it's on to the villain phase. The Count activates at the beginning of the villain phase, so he's going to move 2 tiles to the nearest hero, which will be right here. But he can't attack me because that's all he could do. Now, we are going to go to the Hobgoblin Fighter, and he's going to move 1 tile closer. So he's going 1 tile because he's not close enough to attack me. And then we're looking at the Rat Swarm, and the Rat Swarm can only move 1 tile closer. So the Rat Swarm moves here, but it's still blocking me. But that's the end of the villain phase, so that's not too bad. So I'm probably going to have to move an attack, and then hopefully my next turn I'm going to get here. So again, it's going to take me 2 or 3 more turns until I get here to finish the game. If I hold off that long, because I only have 4 hit points and healing surge tokens. But I look in pretty good shape here. Maybe I'm going to do it. So we're back on to the hero phase. For my hero phase, I'm not going to try to attack the Count. I'm just going to leave him be. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I can only move up to 5, remember, because the crippling environment. But that's all I want. Now I'm going to attack the Rat Swarm. And I'm going to see if I can destroy the Rat Swarm once and for all. I'm going to use my Whacker, because if I hit the Rat Swarm, I'm going to hit the Hobgoblin Fighter, and he only has 1 HP, so I could kill him too as well, which would be perfect. The 2 for 1, I can't go wrong with that. And also too as well, because I have, it's an at-will power I'm using, and I have the bracers of the Blinding Strike. It's going to be a double tap. So if I miss once, I can hit again. Here goes. +6. That's a miss. Sucks. Second roll. 8. Well, that was an 18. Everybody's seen it. I did this and pushed it by accident. That's an 18. So that means I do hit the Rat Swarm. It gets killed, transferring, and he's adjacent, so he gets killed because I used my Whacker. So that's 2 of them, so I get 2 treasure, and I got 2 for the price of 1. That's perfect. 4x2 treasure, I have Pouch of Copper, another 100 gold. Ooh, and another 100 gold. So that's not bad at all. So I get 200 gold for killing them guys. I probably killed the Hobgoblin Fighter, and he dropped the coins. That's what my guess is, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So 200 gold coins, perfect. That is the end of my hero phase because I moved and I attacked, and I can't do exploration, so it's on to the villain phase, unfortunately. And the Count is there, so he activates. Because he's 1 tile away, he moves adjacent to me, and he attacks me with his blood bite, his blooding. Or his bite. That's all I'm saying because I can't really say it anymore. Blah. And it's a +8. Let's see if he's going to hurt me. Come on, baby. 14. He does hit me. He hurts me. He hurts me bad. So that's 2 damage on me. So I'm down to 2 hit points again. Oh, right there off camera. My bad. And he heals the 1 hit point that he got. So now he's up to full health. And that ends the villain phase, so it's on to my hero phase. I'm not even going to cut the camera for this because I'm just going to keep going. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to run. And because I have crippling, I can only go to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm on the stairway. The stairway to get the heck out of here. I'm not exploring anything because I hit my objective, but the turns, I didn't beat the game because I still have to do the villain phase. And I'm already 2 tiles away, and because of that, he can only go 1 tile, 2 tile. But he can't attack me because where it says into his vampire card, otherwise, Strad moves 2 tiles toward the hero with the most hit points remaining, and I'm the only hero. So do you know what that means, everybody? Do you know what that means? I certainly do. Finally, because it's the start of my hero phase and I'm on the secret stairway. So I beat the game. Finally, the second attempt. At least it didn't take me 3 attempts this time, which is really good. I am super excited. Woo! That was a big battle for sure. I thought I was not going to survive, to be honest. But because I played a little bit more smart. I used a lot of my cards this time and not my healing surge tokens. So because of that, I managed to survive. And you can see the board is it's not so long as it is, it's more condensed, but I did use all the tiles, plus an extra tile because I had to grab one from the bottom when one of the monsters did appear. Whew. But in any case, I did beat Castle Ravenloft from the Dungeons & Dragons Adventure game board system by Wizards of the Coast. I finally beat this one. And you know what that means, right, BoardGameManiacs? I'm going to have to go to the solo mission next for the next box set. I have to check which one that is. Maybe the Temple of Elemental Evil. I'm not 100% sure, but I will double check to see if that's the one that I'm using or it's going to be the Legend of Drizzt. Either case, this game, I can't recommend it enough for anybody who have played like the role-playing game for D&D or even people who have not played the role-playing game. This is a good introduction to getting into like board games as well as tabletop games because the rules are very simple. You got your rulebook there just like any other one, but very easy to follow. You can play it, and as you can see, if you stick to it and stick to your guns, eventually you will beat the game. It may take a couple of times, but you will beat it. And it is, I think it's a 1 to 6 player game if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I don't have the box right in front of me. I have the top lid, but it don't say how many players it is. It's the bottom lid that tells me. And right now, I just can't find the user manual for some reason. I put it down, and I don't know where I put it. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this this battle, because I certainly did. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I keep learning more little nuances of the rules, even though the rules are pretty straightforward and basic. I tend to forget a couple of things, but I seem to have caught all the rule mistakes that I made today. If I didn't, however, and you see some rules mistakes that I made, please comment down below in the comment section. Refer to a page number in the rules manual and tell me what I did wrong so that I can correct it for future battle reports for this game. So there you go, BoardGameManiacs. It was a long battle, definitely enjoyable. Hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. So until next time, talk to people. Communication is the most important thing in any type of business or friendship or relationship. It is. So until next time, like I said, have some fun playing some games, playing some D&D game, Dungeons and Dragons. Either it's role-playing or the board game adventure system by Wizards of the Coast. In either case, play some games and be a maniac.